Good afternoon, everyone. Today we will be. First of all, I would like to welcome you to one of many debate events that are taking place today. Today we'll be discussing a very important topic, which is whether internet causes harm or more than good. First, please give a warm hand for the judges. Thank you. Before we start, I would like to make things clear so that everyone knows how this will go on. First, we'll start with the opening statement with both of the teams. On my right, there's a positive team which concede that the internet causes more harm than good, and the orange is the opposing team, right? Okay. So we have round one is opening statement. Each one will start with his opening statement. Then we will move to points, and then refutation, and then closing statements. Please do not interrupt. Let everyone speak and take his turn in speaking, okay? So first let us start with team. You may start with your opening statement.
For better or worse, the internet has revolutionized the world. People now depend on the internet for whatever they do. Most of the time, they don't pay attention to what negatives it has. The internet does have a lot of side effects, and most of these do outweigh the disadvantages. What we'll present today is just a small portion of a long list of deadly side effects the internet has. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Do you want to add anything? Anyone would like to add anything? Okay.
Hey, first of all, I would like to greet my high jury, my opposition, and my sincere audience. Today I'm speaking on behalf of 10 Orange Debate team. In life, very few things are black and white. However, that fact itself, quite ironically, is black and white matter. You see, absolutely everything around us can be considered a double-edged sword when you involve us nasty humans into the equation. On the contrary, animals are simple creatures that just fight for territory, eat, mate, and die. Humans, however, are more complex, and that can also be considered as good or as bad. Our intelligence has given birth to modern society as we know it, with all of its technological, scientific, cultural, and linguistic marvels. Sadly, though, our superior minds have also given our inherent greed and hatred, which causes all of the bloody events we are facing today. Take our beautiful religion, Islam, for example. Although peacefully followed by over 1 million people worldwide, some believers take its ideas and twist them to advance their own political and their own deeds, their own political agendas fueled by their greed, which is a result of our minds. Another example is what keeps us alive, which is medicine or medication. This microscopic miracle has improved the quality of life in unimaginable ways of the people of the past, and to such a point that we are experiencing the population boom we are seeing today. Yet many ignorant souls misuse and abuse this powerful tool to take the most precious thing they own, which is their lives. Another one of these things is the internet, which has launched us into the information age. With other inventions, it could be argued that they pose more downsides than advantages. But with the internet, no such arguments apply. All of mankind's accomplishments depend solely on the fact that we constantly seek knowledge hungrily. Even if the internet can be used for some inexplicably terrible things, we mustn't ignore our past and unfairly judge the internet that equips us with said essential knowledge. For the internet could potentially propel us into a completely new world, with endless possibilities. The internet's benefits outcome its harms because it made life more convenient by enabling easier ways to communicate, opening new opportunities, serving the education, and the list extends. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Team A, please present all your points of argument, okay? Preferably each member present a specific point, okay? Go on.
We do know that the internet has lots of harms. One of them is cyber theft. Cyber theft is the use of the internet to steal money or other valuable things that people own. According to Bureau of Justice, 67% of businesses face at least one cybercrime. 85% of businesses suffered from debit card or credit card fraud. This in turn leads to millions and millions of dollars of loss. According to BBC, cybercrime is Africa's next biggest threat. Businesses in Africa lose about $146 million each year. A hacker can take a maximum 15 minutes to break into website servers with typical level of security. A telecommunications company in the UK called TalkTalk, 156,959 people had their personal details hacked. 15,656 people from them also had debit card and credit card account stolen along with the PIN. The first two criminals caught under guilt of cybercrime were a 16-year-old boy from West London and a 15-year-old boy from Ireland.
Another important effect of internet is cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is the threatening, harming, or bullying or making fun of other people through the internet in a way that victim would not end and would be harmed, embarrassed, or ashamed. And a famous example of this is Amanda Todd, a 15-year-old girl who committed suicide due to cyberbullying. According to Hartford County Examiner, half of all teens are victims of cyberbullying, and 25% of them are experience repeated bullying. Victims have the highest chance of committing suicide and suffering low esteem problems.
And another sensitive point, which is terrorist organizations. Terrorists all around the globe are using the internet for a big number of uses. Uses of internet by terrorists, according to the Council of Foreign Relationships, using chat rooms to share information, they coordinate of attacks, and they spread propaganda, raise funds, and recruit people through the internet. According to the Council of Foreign Relationships, CFR, there has been a huge increase in terrorist gangs over the last decade, from less than 1,000 to over 4,800. The suspected reason is that the internet is enhancing and making it more and more easier for terrorist groups to plan, attack, and cause problems. A famous example, ISIS is using Twitter to post images about their powerful forces, says BBC.
I would like to make one remark. Please do not name organizations, okay? Thank you.
Another point is electronic drugs. Sounds that are capable of inducing an altered state of consciousness similar to that affected by normal drugs. Kids around the country are getting high on the internet thanks to MP3s that induce a state of elation, state of being high, in other words. So now anybody can just open any website and get high on the internet.
And now the most dangerous effect of internet is porn. According to Internet Safety 101 organization, porn sites get more visitors each month, more than Netflix, Amazon, and Twitter combined. The word sex and porn rank 4th and 6th respectively in the most searched items on the internet. 7 out of 10 youth boys and girls have come across porn accidentally. And every second, nearly $3,000 is being spent on porn channels and websites. And nearly 28,000 people watch porn. 372 internet users are typing adult search items into search engines.
Also, interference with bad people of bad intentions. People of all ages regret sharing their information with people online. All ages agree that people share too much about their personal thoughts and experiences online. All of them say that we need to go back to being more private. All ages, above 50%, worry that technology is robbing us of our privacy. According to all ages, young people today have no sense of personal privacy, and they're too willing to post anything and everything about their lives online. Thank you.
I have another point to add here. Spreading false rumors. Over the internet, spreading false rumors is the worst habit in India. 30% of people think so. False rumors help scammers. Rumors could be damaging, distressing, and dangerous to individuals. False rumors can stir racial hatred and ethnic minorities. Rumors induce more rumors, and therefore rumors devaluate the use of internet. Thank you.
Thank you, Team A. Before you start your points, Team B, are all their points clear to you? Okay, so please state all your points at once, okay? Like they did. Thank you.
Okay, before we start, I would like to set a background and then pave our way from there about the internet and what internet actually is. So since the late 20th century, technology, especially the World Wide Web, have faced many changes. It has grew exponentially by tenfold from 1999 until 2013. The first billion was reached in 2005, the second billion in 2010, and the third in 2014. Every second, there's an increase of total number of internet users by 2. It is estimated that there are around 325 million people accessing the internet in 2016, which is about 46.1% of the total world population. It has increased by about 250 million users that last year, with a 7.3% rate of change, whereas the world population changed only by 1.13% from last year. Around 50% of the world population has an internet connection today. In 1995, it was less than 1%. Now, the internet is the most important tool that mankind have ever created because it gives us what we humans seek day and night. For instance, why do many white-collar workers, teachers, engineers, doctors, technicians waste up to 25% of their salaries on taxes? The answer is simpler than you think: convenience. They simply pay the government a really big part of their hard work in order to make their lives more convenient by providing public transportation, future retirement money, national safety, and many more. The internet does exactly that, but on a very smaller scale. It makes our life more convenient. Now, let's talk about communication. This is one of the things that internet offers us. In a world where people are increasingly physically isolated from friends and family due to finances, distance, or packed schedule, technology makes it easier to stay in touch. Instead of taking the time to write and mail a letter, you can touch base with a simple Facebook comment. Chances are, a significant percent of your friends, family, or colleagues and acquaintances are on Facebook. As of October 2015, the site had 1,600,000,000 monthly active users. According to the Pew Research Center, social networking among people between the ages of 18 and 29 has increased from 9% in 2005 to 92% in 2012. Since 2006, the numbers has been rising steadily for all age groups, making it increasingly easier to communicate. The second thing that the internet has created is opportunities. The many opportunities the internet presents are incredible, whether it's through public or personal computers, Android phones or tablets, or in more recent technology, television sets or gaming systems, and many other diverse methods of communication are everywhere we turn. The internet makes life much easier for jobs that many people hold, as well as create thousands of new jobs each year. For more companies need expert IT departments and unique company-run websites. Computer information jobs are some of the fastest growing jobs in the market today due to the vast complexities behind internet-based software and programs that those who are uneducated will have difficulty understanding. Speaking of which, uneducated people, the internet offers another solution, which is education. There's so much that students can do with the internet. Not only they can communicate with international students, they can gain from others knowledge and experiences, participate in classrooms, share ideas and solutions, and learn about the many diverse cultures out there. While the internet does a lot for students, there are also benefits of parents and teachers. The interactive learning that the internet provides can help students and parents with little or no English skills to learn English. Parents can become more involved in their children's education by connecting to the school with homes, libraries, or other access ports. Teachers can adjust to the different learning styles and in the classroom. They can also set their own pace of teaching and their own method of teaching. Individual teaching techniques can become more available, which has been proven to be a factor in student achievement. Teachers have the chance to be able to teach at more than one place simultaneously. For example, I can teach 50 students in the United States and 50 students in India and 50 students in Russia all at once by streaming live, and they can all have the same education. Right.
The internet is actually much safer than you think. Many people think that the internet is the monster and that we shouldn't leave our youth with. Moreover, many parents have the conception that leaving a computer with internet access in their teenager's room would drive unwanted consequences such as cyberbullying, fraud, and identity theft. And the list continues on and on. But as everything else in this world, safety measures have been developed to stop this from happening. Today, there are many programs and softwares that would protect your children, your information, and yourselves from abusing this great tool. Another thing that we hear more often in the news is deep web. Recently, the media has portrayed the deep web as a place where all the illegal things happen. For example, identity theft, drugs, illegal weapons, pedophilic pornography, extreme fetish pornography, and even human trafficking or sex slavery. But the truth is not. We can't deny that these things exist in the deep web, but these are not the sole purpose of deep web. In definition, everything that your conventional search engine can't reach is the deep web. And to make things clear, your search engine doesn't reach this part because it's illegal. It's because this part that your search engine doesn't care about this part. And to me, the deep web is a noble instrument that people who love under the totalitarian regimes of some dictatorships use it to express their true thoughts and feelings about their life conditions. Now, pornography or child pornography is known to be one of the most visited websites on the deep web. Just keep in mind that on the child pornography on the deep web is less on the normal web. But the problem is with deep web, it's easier to get to than on the on normal websites. But don't also forget that anyone in the world can easily watch porn or child porn on deep web based on their if they are okay with watching this or not. Thank you.
Okay, before we continue on, I would like to note that your friend has started refuting their statement, while all what I asked you to do is state your points, so this will not be taken into account. Okay? Now we will move into round 3, which is the cross-examination. You may refute their points.
As you said, that internet has made communication easily. However, it can cause isolation and destruction of social interaction. 21,000 cases of isolation have been reported. And instead of wanting to actually spend time with friends and family, they feel the urge to rather meet needs for online social interaction. Long ago, when we want to visit someone, we travel to him. However, now we just sit and open Skype or internet and communicate with him, which can cause isolation and more damaging of social interactions.
Moreover, you don't need the internet to communicate. We can use mobile networks to just call.
You said that the internet grabbed an additional 250 million users, an increase. The question here is they are using it correctly. And communication, a very dangerous tool that is used by terrorists. If a person uses it wrong, the effects will be deadly. 30% reported that they have talked with a cyber stranger about meeting in person, which can cause cases of kidnapping and murder.
And continue to what my friend said, the most important thing is not the increase of using of internet. It's the good way in which someone uses the internet. And I have here a statistic says that 52% of all who uses internet uses it badly, ranging from whatever danger or harm it causes. Thank you, خلاص.
Okay. Team B, you may refute or present a counter question to them.
Answering questions about mobile networks, using mobile networks as a mean of communication instead of the internet. But as a matter of fact, mobile networks are much more expensive and they're much complicated than using the internet. Internet is more convenient, it's cheaper, and it makes you connect to even more people. And once again, I want to say that you're judging the internet on the people who misuse it. For example, there's a bridge. The bridge is a really good way of transportation. It connects two isolated places, but many people use it to commit suicide. Should we say that the bridge is a bad thing? It is harmful? We can't say that, because people are misusing it. And on terrorists, it's the same thing also. Those terrorist groups are misusing the internet. And at the end, it depends on the person who is using it. How gullible is he to believe in whatever he reads or whatever he listens to. And I have a question for you. Where did you get your information from?
An online source called, one moment, yes. InternetSafety101.org.
We do not need to discuss the sources of the questions. Any source here is legit already approved by the judge, so do not ask for the sources, please.
So at the end, you use the internet. You use the internet for your sources.
I didn't say that internet is very harm, but it causes more harm than danger, than good. And here are some facts that I've said to you, and more statistics to be said later.
But without the internet, you wouldn't have made all that. And once again, you're saying that the internet is harmful just because people are misusing it.
Excuse me, I would like, it's more preferably if you counter the points that have been stated, not open another new discussion. So focus on the points that have been stated already.
Okay, I would like to stress on the point of pornography or inappropriate adultery videos that you have said. First of all, pornography is a really small section of the internet, and in this country specifically, you can only access it if you have a proxy or hotspot. So you can't watch pornography or access pornography unless you want it and by your own will. You can't go across pornography that easily in this country. Even if you want to talk outside, you can always have apps or programs that can block these websites. Even if you don't want to, you can easily block them. And
You mentioned fraud and cyberbullying. Well, you don't know that no one can steal your identity or even hack you or you can do anything like that unless you gave him an open door. For example, let's take cyberbullying, for example. There was a 15-year-old girl who flashed or sent a picture of her nude to someone. This person used it to post it on Facebook, on other social media. This caused the girl to commit suicide. That's not the internet's fault. That's the girl's fault for doing this. Another thing, you said that identity theft. You know that I can't actually access your information unless you gave me something to use. For example, let's talk about identity theft again. If you gave me, every person in this world has its own IP. If I have your IP, I almost have everything else. The way you gain this IP or internet proxy is by using social media or giving someone your security number or your Skype, for example. Let's say Skype. Or if there's a connection established between two people or two computers, it's easy to hack or easy to get anything you want. So if I gave you my Skype without even knowing you, that means that you can hack me easily. This also goes back to the same idea. I'm misusing the way social media was created. If Skype is created for families or for workers talking to each other or for any business management or business or organizations, not for people randomly adding other persons on Skype. Same thing with mobile or WhatsApp. Now one of the most common used applications on a social media application on phone is WhatsApp. Recently there has been a hacker who's been blackmailing and seeing people's pictures, as you should know. Now, the way this is happening is this group of people are sending you messages for you to accept or for you to reply back or for you to add them as a contact. Now you know that once you add them as a contact, it automatically downloads a virus on your phone. If you should know that, and it's been all around the social media and all around news, you should stop. You should not have accepted that request. Thank you.
Thank you. You can refute them because this is your final round. So preferably do not ask questions. Do a refutal statement with facts, okay? And then you'll have another last round to refute what they said. And then we'll move on to the final statement.
And continue to what Anas said, the internet is a threat to privacy. Long ago, people cannot know the privacy or personal information of others. Now, anyone can post easily personal information about himself on the internet and can be viewed easily by everyone, which is a very harm of the internet. And now, with some statistics about cyberbullying. 84% have seen the people defend the person being harassed. 27% report seeing this frequently. 80% say they have defended the victim, and 25% have done so frequently. 95% of social media using teens who have witnessed cruel behavior on social networking sites say that they have seen ignoring the mean behavior, and 55 witnesses this frequently. In conclusion of these statistics is that cyberbullying can cause more damage psychologically and physically to the person.
Okay, Team B, you have 2 minutes to refute what they said. Otherwise, we can just move on to the ending statement. Would you like to refute what they said without asking questions? Okay, so please present your final conclusion or closing statement. What would you?
I would like to refute.
Okay, you have 2 minutes only.
Yeah, once again, you are judging the internet on the people who are misusing it. You are judging it. You know, the internet and the main purpose for all those social media, so people would communicate, so people would know more about each other. Tell me, like, most of the times, you remember your friend's birthday just because Facebook sent you a notification. Without that, you wouldn't have known. So people misuse those means and use them in harmful ways. And cyberbullying happens because people do bad things, so other hackers or their enemies use those bad things against them. This is the main cause of cyberbullying. Okay.
Thank you. Okay, Team A, please say to your closing statement.
In the end, something must be done about the internet. It just offers too many disadvantages that can break down society and personal space. We do not have to destroy the internet, but we certainly must take action and change some things about it. As for now, I think we can agree that the internet does offer more harm than good.
Team B, please state your ending conclusion or your closing statement.
Okay, as my colleague said previously, I'd like to stress a point. Let us imagine a knife between us, okay? This knife, let's presume it's the internet or World Wide Web. This knife was used and created for cooking purposes or a chef knife. It's made for cutting vegetables, beef, carrots, whatever it is. Now, whatever you create, there are some people or certain amount of people that will come and say, no, it's dangerous, don't use this, it's harmful. Once you use it for killing, torturing, kidnapping, stealing, or whatever it is, that's when it becomes harmful. But the way it was created for, it was to supply people with help, and it was a good use. You made it a harmful weapon or whatever it is by your own will. No one does that except if you want that.
Thank you. Please give them a big hand.
I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not.
Please speak on. Okay. Sorry, they would like to add something. Please.
Yeah. So from our or in my perception of life, every century has its own miracle. For instance, the early dawn of recorded history's miracle was fire. The miracle of pre-Christ era was language. The miracle of the 20th century was penicillin. And the miracle of this part of the 21st century, it is internet. The internet is a real powerful tool that privileged humanity with much prosperities in communication, which made it way easier, business, which opened new opportunities, education, which strengthened the parent-teacher-student triangle. However, we shouldn't judge something on its misuses. I stress it again. And at the end of the day, as Dale Carnegie, a well-known self-improvement author, said, you can't win an argument. When you lose, and when you win, you also lose. Because a man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. Thank you.
Okay. We would like to allocate some time for judges to come up with the final conclusion. Attention everyone. We have the results ready. One of the teams scored 40 and the other team scored 50. The winner team is 10 Orange. Congratulations. Of course, both of the teams did very well, and I would like to thank you for your participation.